I just realized that they didn't mute the licensed music. Lovely. Anyway, alright everyone, welcome to Jurassic World 2. And I think we'll start with the campaign, of course. Immerse yourself in compelling and original stories set after the earth-shattering events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and leading towards monumental events of Jurassic World Dominion. Or Sandbox. Send layout, reboot layout. Now let's just play a campaign. Now get a grasp on how to play. Need the efforts of the DFW, Department of Fish and Wildlife, to control, conserve, and contain wild dinosaurs now rampaging across the USA. This year, first time playing, recommend starting here. Dominion Campaign Biosyn. Experience the story of Biosyn genetics from wannabe to world leader. Lewis Dodgson looks to go further than ever before, seeking out the most accurate dinosaurs ever brought to life. Spoiler warning, refers to events from Jurassic World Dominion. I do not care. Malta. Enter the new worldwide dinosaur economy and tackle the moral dilemmas within. Consult with Kayla Watts and others to establish brand new dinosaur facilities across the Mediterranean and carve your own path between the authorities and the underground. Spoiler warning, refers to events from Jurassic World Underground. Oh, it's in Chaos Theory. It's like... Did they ever bring back, No, none of the islands are there. None of the islands from the first game, at least. No Sanctuary, nothing. Oh well, I'm sure there's mods to add them in. Not that matters. Alright, let's start with the campaign, of course.
Jurassic World. This is where our story begins. A scientific breakthrough without any consideration of the consequences. So nature did what it does and unleashed chaos. This time we were deeper into the illusion of control, and the chaos brought something much worse. And for a moment, we remembered how precious life is. But time has a funny way of softening our memory of what it's like to lose control. And ambition. Ambition is a persistent thing. For the dinosaurs left behind, time was becoming immaterial. From miracles of science to assets destined for exploitation. Perhaps it's time we reflect on the true nature of nature. An endless cycle with one goal: survival. And this means that dinosaurs and humanity have to find a way to work out their differences.
Well, dinosaurs just need to be reproduced by humans in order to be stable, really. I mean, most of the time. Aside from the rare mutant that can reproduce, but even then, they'll suffer from extreme interbreeding. They'll die within a generation.
To us, a desert is a wasteland, devoid of anything but the most extreme examples of life. But creatures once thrived
Why is there
in these
baryonyx in the
lands
desert?
hundreds of millions of years ago. Given the geological history that we're dealing with, dinosaurs walking among the tumbleweeds isn't that much of a stretch. The current situation, where dinosaurs are running wild, is untenable to those in charge, well, those that think they're in charge. So, we're left with a problem or an opportunity. This is where you come in. They've ignored my warnings before, but maybe this time with you, it's going to be different. I'm willing to embrace the uncertainty.
I'm gonna turn on the subtitles. What's the subtitles? Okay. Whether or not to set game speed to 1, sure. Sounds like a good idea.
Okay, I guess an introduction is in order. I'm Cabot Finch, Assistant Director of the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife. I know it sounds important, because it is, but let's not get bogged down in labels and titles and organizational flowcharts. I'll make this easy. You work for me. See, nothing to it. You'll be working with the experts. This is Claire Deering and Owen Grady.
And yes, we have first-hand experience with the dinosaurs. I'm the former operations manager at Jurassic World. Owen and I actually helped build the park. And unfortunately, we were there to witness its destruction. And this is Owen. He works with velociraptors.
You could call me a dinosaur wrangler, though officially I'm an animal behaviorist. I was just building a level of trust with them when this happens.
Okay. So we'll need to get a few things in place ASAP. Start with a response facility, equipped with both a Ranger Team 4x4
and a capture team helicopter.
We are making excellent progress, so let's stay focused. Next step, building a backup generator. Then feeding the energy it creates to the response facility. And also make sure the building is connected to the path network. It only does us good if it's operational.
Alright, see what changes they did.
Hey Claire, we may have trouble tracking this dinosaur from the ground, and even more trouble if we're lucky enough to find it.
Then the sensible thing is to take a capture team helicopter. You can trank it from the air.
See? I like the way I think.
Locate priority dinosaurs in the surrounding area by using compass at the top of the screen. Approach the dinosaur and then use R to switch to aim mode. While in aim mode, use thing to fire tranquilization darts. Stimulation darts can be used to wake a tranquilized dinosaur. So I noticed that, I remember what little I've seen of this game, I know that there's a lot more micromanagement. Hello. Welcome back. Damn it. Fucking hell. Got it. Excellent.
Claire, this is Owen.
I copy you.
We have it. Capture successful.
I knew you'd do it. Never had a doubt.
Really?
Well, maybe one or two.
Well, it's better than usual. I'll take it. Now, where do we take this dinosaur?
We have the enclosure. We just need you to deliver.
Hey, don't I always? Wait, you don't have to answer that.
Slow down time using 4. Pause time using space to take stock of important moments or to plan out your facility. Accelerate time using 3 to skip through processes such as transport. Moderate use of accelerated time to ensure problems in your facilities don't get out of hand.
John Hammond was concerned about what would happen if dinosaurs lived in the wild. It adds a whole new level of challenge, and perhaps opportunity.
Transit has commenced. Transportation complete.
Requires status check. And that's another micro thing.
Whew, I instantly recognize this dinosaur. Kinda hard to forget once you've been trapped in a room with one. We couldn't save that baryonyx, but we can certainly help this one.
Ooh, nice tracks.
There's not a lot out there for the dinosaur to consume, so we'll need a feeder inside the perimeter of that enclosure.
Hungry dinosaurs make me nervous.
Can't disagree with you there.
Good to go on this end.
Copy. Okay. We need to get a full assessment of the dinosaur's health. Utilize a ranger team vehicle. Owen will help you get a status of the animal's overall welfare. Then we can plan our next move.
We really need that? A plan? I mean, I've always been more of a just make it up as I go kind of guy.
Tell you what, if this doesn't work, we'll try your way.
Ranger
That
teams.
sort of sounds like a plan.
Ranger teams provide the latest dinosaur welfare information by a status check. Construct ranger posts inside your enclosure so that they cover all your species. Ranger teams can be assigned to patrol ranger posts and will periodically status check all dinosaurs in range. Jesus, that's a lot of micro. Yeah, they wanted to add a bunch of different changes to the game to make it more interesting,
What we had
but
on the
still.
islands, we still have to do what we can to get the dinosaurs more comfortable with their current surroundings here in Arizona.
Sunscreen and drinks by the pool? How's that sound?
Are you seriously asking? Or pretend asking?
Okay, Claire, how about we add some preferred terrain to their pens instead? Better?
Alright, got some rocks in. But I imagine it wouldn't really be happy with like the environment. How the fuck does it find? It's basically like a crocodile or something similar finding itself in the desert. Apparently it needs rocks.
got to monitor these dinosaurs more closely. That means setting up a ranger post inside their enclosure. It sounds crazy, I know, but does it work? Trust me.
Okay, this is actually pretty big.
I'm getting reports of dinosaurs running freely around the facility, Claire.
The reports may be accurate, but they don't paint a complete picture of our current status.
Angry dinosaurs on the loose. What am I missing?
They're not angry. They're simply acting on instincts. The more threatened the dinosaurs feel, the more hostile they'll become.
Especially if they sense survival is at stake.
But it is. Both theirs and ours.
Yeah, but only we know that.
Well, for now, anyway.
We'll start by tranquilizing one of the dinosaurs from the helicopter, and then have a transport team bring it back to the facility.
Great. Do it.
Triceratops. Prize manual translate. Oh, wonderful. And I love how they added in multi-transport. Okay, that's how they do it. There doesn't need to be another gate.
Assets being transported. Assets in the air. Asset has been collected.
Okay. Very good.
Asset has been delivered. Confirming asset delivery.
Overall, I'd say our operations are improving. I'm confident we may get a handle on this yet. But I'm also concerned, specifically about our biodiversity. Still, for now, let's focus on getting the dinosaurs safe and secure, as well as building some additional viewing galleries the DFW staff can use to monitor the animals.
Dinosaurs are the same species form territory around them as they move. Dinosaurs only consider area inside their territory when determining their comfort level. Territory that is not frequently visited shrinks over time to match the latest changes to the dinosaur's environment. Territory. So, no ailments. Harmless? Oh, that's just the infamy level.
With so many of the animals running free, our priority has to be capturing as many of them as possible. We can coordinate our efforts from an expedition center. Get one built, and we'll take it from there.
Expedition Center. Shelter, no need. Operative appeal are distributed to its most appealing attractions. Filter. Okay. Okay. Shelters.
I'll be able to track the dinosaurs, but some help would sure be appreciated. Claire tells me there are some candidates to recruit. Scientists. Hopefully you can find one as rough and tumble as I am.
Key members of staff need to perform specialist tasks. Browse the recruitment page to see which scientists are available to recruit. Scientists have 3 types of skill: logistics, genetics, and welfare. Each task has a set of skill requirements that need to be met by the scientists. However, subscribing a particular skill requirement will decrease the duration of a task. Okay, let me just find the button for it. Okay. F5. Increases unrest limit by 4. He's got welfare 2 out of 7. Victoria's interest in dinosaurs began before they started school. Victoria gained a degree in paleontology from the University of Chicago. Victoria's vast experience started with the company in the 1990s. There have been sightings of 4 Stegosaurus near Las Vegas. Right.
You seeing this, Claire?
Yeah, I sure am. This is our first live capture opportunity.
Let's not miss it.
We should assign that scientist you just hired to the task. Agreed? Owen, you there? I think you're still muted.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Good idea. What do we got to lose? You know, except maybe a new recruit.
Before the remote capture teams return, we should have enclosures ready for the dinosaurs. Think of it as welcoming them back home.
Oops. Really glad there is a pause option in the game now. Don't know why there's like a after line of objects though. It's kind of annoying. Oops. That should be good. We have power. Yeah, they have power. Let's see what causes that blurring effect. It's really annoying. I don't know, it doesn't say what triple buffering does.
Asset transportation underway.
At least there's a way to make sure it's not too much of a pain in the ass to look after the dinosaurs.
Asset delivered. Delivery complete. Delivery has been completed.
3, not 5.
Asset transported.
Okay. Who's watching who?
I'm not following you, Owen.
Well, it's just like the dinosaurs are always watching us, so shouldn't we be watching them?
Yes, we should. Once we have the dinosaurs comfortably settled into their enclosures, we'll need viewing galleries.
That's what I'm saying. Only, you said it.
They say they're missing ground food, ground fruit. Alright, they got ground fruit. Could use more. And ground fiber. We don't need trees. What? Save fuel with powers dropped from the season sparingly. Okay, that's not a lot of time. Pretty small area, honestly. Excellent. Another warning received. Wonderful.
Owen? Owen, we have a real problem.
I'm trying, Clara, but it's just... Well, this is who I am.
Not you.
Ah, the dinosaurs. Tell me something I don't know.
Okay, how about this? There's a massive sandstorm headed our way, and it could wipe out the facility. Without power, the safety of the dinosaurs could be at serious risk.
Okay, listen to me, Claire. We'll figure this out. Have I ever let you down before?
Actually, no.
And I'm planning on keeping it that way. Everything we can do, we will do. We've survived worse. What's a little sand?
Gotta save, just in case. Poor dinosaurs could really use some shelter.
I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty concerned.
Fucking hell.
About our current situation. As much as I'd obviously love to help out, I'm a little tied up. So, who's gonna protect the dinosaurs?
And our personnel.
Yes, of course. I mean, that goes without saying.
I'm saying it anyway.
It's just, it would be a tragedy to lose these animals again. And by tragedy, I mean huge financial loss. And obviously an embarrassment to those in charge of the DFW.
People such as you?
Well, actually, exactly me. So, how do we avoid that?
Okay, step one, round up the stragglers and get all the dinosaurs back into their enclosures. Then we'll work on our safety ratings.
This good?
Yes, this is a plan I can support now and take credit for later.
Excellent. Trying to go Z-Trip range dinosaur quickly using aim mode or lock on. Transport dinosaurs back to their enclosures before they wake up again. Rampage dinosaurs can damage to destroy sections of their enclosure fence, leaving an opening breach. Select response using R and use the range to manually initiate pairs or... yeah, I'm familiar. Oh,
Asset transportation.
they're having a fight. Nice.
Asset transportation complete.
Alright, he's back up to 100%. Nice. Oh, that's it? Okay.
Arizona was secure. The dinosaurs were safe. Finch and the DFW had what they needed to keep the bureaucrats off our backs. For now. But the future, that was something completely different.
Campaign Washington. Dinosaur poacher ring has been broken up by the authorities after a disaster at the camp. Dangerous dinosaurs now loose in the region. Why does it look like that?
I wish
the
we'd
blur.
had more time to brief you, but as you know, the situation is fluid. Our Canadian friends are concerned that many of these wild animals are getting close to their border. We'd like to prevent them from crossing it. We being the CIA. My division is the DSD, Dangerous Species Division.
Why would the CIA
I'm Dr.
have
Dura.
jurisdiction
I have
over
an
that?
extensive background in paleo research in this very field. At Jurassic World, and now other locations I'm not at liberty to discuss. However, I have history with many of the people involved here. A poacher
Why does it
camp.
look...
What remains of it, anyway. Amateurs.
Yeah, it looks raw.
They
Something
only
about the
succeeded in
graphics
getting
is not
themselves and
loading
others
in right.
killed. and making our job that much more difficult.
Like there's a blurry.
Dr. Jewell, the dinosaurs are still agitated.
Tranquilizing them would appear to be the best option at this point.
Let's do it as
Like
safely
there's a
and quickly as we
constant
can.
trail and everything. And there's also like a weird smear.
Seems the storm is over. Contact made. Clearing conditions confirmed. Reassigning roles. Just as an organization has key players, me, it also has key facilities that it needs to run effectively. So you should get started with the construction of an arrival building, a control center, and also a backup generator to supply power.
Right, arrival point. Control center. Backup generator.
Not bad if I do say so myself. And I guess I am. But we're also gonna need a response facility. Your response to this directive should be to get one built. Huh? You see what I did there, huh? Response. Never mind. Don't respond.
Right. Get built, get built.
Claire, we need to get the dinosaurs into new holding enclosures.
The ones we've already captured.
Yep, that's right.
And we'll want them awake and as comfortable as possible.
Transit.
Alright. Take a look at them. Well, that's funny. I mean, of course they'd sit like that, but still, it's cute.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Missing prey. Missing sand. Come on. Yeah.
Despite its size, Tyrannosaurus is a surprisingly pacey predator, with its microbody weight.
There's sand right there.
animals here?
Correct, Mr. Finch. We know where they were. But now, Mr. Grady, it's essential that we know where they are.
I know my dinosaurs. I'd say they're headed off in this direction.
And do you know your dinosaurs, Mr. Grady?
Better than anyone.
But these are not your dinosaurs, per se.
You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. This looks promising. You know, not that I'm promising anything. Everything points in this direction.
Can't believe they had a dead elk.
Say what you want about the dinosaurs, but they're not subtle. Wherever they go, they leave a mark.
Sounds like someone I know.
Is it Dr. Malcolm? Because that guy, he is out there. Talk about an ego.
As opposed to...
Well, you know, a certain lovable animal behaviorist whose humility has a charm of its own.
Yeah, the voice actor for Owen is still pretty bad. Holy crap, Gallimimus are huge.
I feel like we're getting close.
And puppies. Okay. This is actually really cool. Just going throughout the area, and there's just ambient dinosaurs. Yeah, this is mostly a tutorial, really, rather than a true full-blooded story like the original game. Which makes sense, most people are interested in the sandbox.
Just be
Allosaurus.
ready for anything, alright?
There's something. A rock. That is a remarkably well-preserved deer considering the size of an Allosaurus.
Ambush! Move quickly, not too quick. The trigger points on the chase. Move! Move!
Owen, are you okay? What is happening?
Little busy right now.
Please tell me you have things under control.
Do you want me to lie?
If it'll calm my anxiety, yes. I'm a bundle of raw nerves.
We're working the problem. We have a helicopter standing by, and they'll attempt to tranquilize the animal from the air.
Attempt? We need success, Dr. Dua, before it can eat Grady and the others.
No, please don't say that. You believe in the team, right?
You want me to lie?
Good shot. Adjusting position.
Nice.
Owen, what's our status?
We're close. We have everything almost under control, but the animal is injured. We'll need to get her to a secure enclosure for observation and treatment.
I'll notify Dr. Dua.
Oh, me? I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Hey, I think I remember this track from the original game.
And the herbivores? What about them?
As long as they stay away from civilization, leave them in place. They'll survive in the wilderness without our intervention, right?
Given time to adapt? Yes, I'd say they will.
I guess that's something we're all gonna have to get used to. Having dinosaurs out in the world.
Is that you talking, or is that the government?
Claire, I am the government.
Unfortunately, he's probably half right. Ah, there's our creature. Creature? I mean Allosaurus. Alright. Not enough sand. Not enough water.
Asset has been transported.
He's getting hurt. Give him something to eat. Send MVU. Alright, MVU.
I'm going to need a paleomedical facility to assess the status of the dinosaur that they're bringing in.
Holy crap, that's huge.
We'll need to do a full medical scan. I want to understand what went wrong if we're going to avoid an event like this in the future.
Missing forest. Okay, I can get you forest. Nice. Now you got an ailment that's still hurting you, but still. %30 cohabit. Oh yeah, dinosaur traits. It's another thing that this game has. %30 attack ranger teams. 30% dominance. Oh, that's cute. It's a little armored car. No wonder I'm losing money.
Sometimes what a problem requires is a new set of eyes. Let's hire a few scientists with the skills to diagnose these animals. Make sure they are competent with the MVU and can perform medical scans on the dinosaurs.
Welfare skill of 3.
I'm interested to see what we can do.
Using medical scan. Major injuries require special treatment of the bellow directly into the facility.
Discover.
Okay, how do I assign scientists?
We have to knock that dino out. I'd suggest a tranquilizer, but you know, you do you.
Right. Now that we have control of the dinosaur, temporarily, let's get it transported to the Paleo Medical Facility, where we can treat its injuries.
Asset requiring...
Approval. How's paths? How do we work the paths again? Why are operatives unable to visit? Okay. Approval is down because... Alright, let's just keep going. There he is. Oh, they have a timer for tranquilization. Okay, that makes sense. That grass does not look right.
Transporting asset. Transportation complete.
Player allowance per minute? 271. Okay. Yeah, just spray it down. That's how you fix a dinosaur. Ah, that ugly ass tracer effect. I'm gonna save. See if that can fix that ugly ass tracer effect. My god, that's horrible. Like I can see like the snow leaving traces in the world. It's really ugly. Oh god, it's still awful. Hold on, I'm looking it up. DLS. Hold on, I'm still looking it up because I want this game to look good. Render resolution. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay, well done. Oh, that doesn't look really good. The lighting, why does that look so bad? That doesn't look right. It shouldn't look that bad, right? It must be the time of day, because that looks really, really bad.
Part of the healing process is to get some rest, preferably someplace comfortable.
Always works for me. Same for the dinosaurs, I'd imagine.
You imagine correctly.
Not according to my ex.
Yes, moving on then. We want to have the animal transported and then secure and
You don't like how the snow just goes ape shit. I'm trying to get this game to look as good as possible, but god damn, for some reason it's really hard.
Transportation underway.
There's a lot of popping too. Oh boy, there's a lot of popping. Okay.
Asset has been transported.
Okay, it's got water, space. 100% comfort. Okay. Not enough force as I would like, but it's better than nothing. Alright, mission complete.
We'd worked to make sure the dinosaurs would thrive in the forest. At first, I believed this was for the best. Then we realized that forest makes up about 1/5 of the total land mass in the US, and almost 40% of Canada's wilderness. Working together with the DFW and the CIA.
Why the
we made
CIA?
the dinosaurs feel
CIA
right
doesn't
at home
already has enough hands
in the
in
forest.
has its hands in enough pie.
I really hope the powers that be know what they're doing. Because the dinosaurs definitely do.
Pennsylvania. With operations ongoing across the country, the DFW needs to establish a central headquarters to house all the newly captured dinosaurs. Oh, okay, fine. Fuck you.
The only way to fly, right? Private. Away from the hubbub of the public. No prying eyes asking wordless questions I don't feel much like answering. Now, call me crazy. You wouldn't be the first. But we need to centralize our operations, and that's why I've chosen this location. Well, okay, I didn't choose it myself, but I was part of the process. I mean, I got the memo. The Appalachians have long been a place where people can kind of disappear, whether on their own or with the help of someone else. So, why not the dinosaurs? Pull a few strings, grease a few palms, twist a few arms, and bang! Just like that, the Department of Fish and Wildlife has a new base of operations. Now, we'll need to hit the ground running if we're gonna have this place ready for something it hasn't dealt with in 65 million years. The bare bones are established. But before the ones covered in flesh and blood arrive, we'll need it fully functioning. Owen and Claire are already on site. They'll have more info for you. Dr. Dua will be coordinating your activities. And me. I'll be managing expectations and staying an arm's length away from the Metosauruses. Oh, wait. Arm's length is probably not the best choice of words.
We may need some additional hands on this one. Mr. Lambert?
Standing by and ready to go.
Oh,
Just
Lambert.
give the word.
George Lambert is an expert ranger who worked with us
I
in the
know he
islands and
is.
is now with the DFW. He and Owen will deal with the dinosaurs. while we address the facilities.
There are a number of animals from your previous captures that will be coming your way soon. Delays are unacceptable.
Understood. We'll start with the construction of animal enclosures.
We'll catch him, you keep him.
Okay, got food, and we got water from. Do not like the pop-in. I do not like it at all. No income. Guests will not visit. Check the dinosaur visibility meal mode to identify any gaps in your coverage. Congestion, okay.
We have new arrivals that will need food and housing.
I'd also suggest keeping a close eye on these dinosaurs until they settle into their surroundings.
Lambert's right. They've had a taste of the wild. Confinement may not sit well with them.
Okay. We make no assumptions and pay attention to all the details.
Good. Remember, just like us, the dinosaurs are always learning.
And you need to keep that in mind as you build another dinosaur habitat. Safety first, for them and us. Get it built, then get the dinosaurs into the new enclosure. That about cover it, Doc?
Perfectly.
Alright, how about it? I'm seeing prey. Well, there's definitely prey. So they completely removed like plant feeders and simplified it to include only like plants, normal, natural plants, because they might as well have the animals graze. I wish there was more prey, like more than just goats, like cows, pigs, other dinosaurs. Okay, we got a little bit of income coming in. They still don't notice the income, the prey. I've made the area too big. Shit. There we go. And when saw that in the new Jurassic World Evolution 3, G Evo 3, they add in a bunch of stuff. I wonder if they'll add in like shelters, so animals would want to take shelter against like storms. Maybe, and of course, we also saw that they added babies and a bunch of new building stuff. I wish there's also an option for not only just like buildings, but like the prefab buildings, but like the custom. The bastard just flicked to the side with its horns. That's awesome. But also not like you should be able to use like classic buildings as well as like oh fuck, Allosaurus. Yeah, the carno nest is way too big, but it's not really an issue. We're not going to stay here for very long. I love the way. That is such a funny way of sitting, but it is how they would naturally sit, of course. But it's just strangely cute. It's very bird-like.
I'm not sure I'll ever be fully comfortable at the park, but the lab coats want to make sure the dinosaurs are, so that's a job you should stay on top of.
Asset transported.
He was really starting to lag a bit. At least it doesn't have like a broken rib. Oh, it likes Ceratosaurus. Interesting. And it likes Metriacanthosaurus and scavengers. But it hates Therizinosaurus. And that's cool. What about you? What do you like? Majungasaurus, Albertosaurus. Why would you like these dinosaurs that you would never meet? I'm not complaining, it's really cute for some reason. They both like Majungasaurus. No, wait, they like, this one likes, Allosaurus likes Metriacanthosaurus.
The dinosaurs seem to be taking to their new
dislikes most of the
surroundings.
carnivore zone.
I want to make sure they are doing more than surviving, however. We need the animals thriving. As I'm sure you understand, our research is more valuable when we have superior specimens in their optimal conditions. So I want you to get a science center built and operational. This means more scientists will be needed, so build a staff center.
Staff center.
As well.
The Paleo Medical Facility.
Ultimately, science is about the data we collect and analyze. Rubbish in, rubbish out. We want to avoid that at all costs, especially when you consider the investment that has already been made in these dinosaurs. The CIA wants results, and we're going to get them. Period. Full stop. End of story.
But why the fuck? Who am I kidding? The CIA will just have an interest in anything. Just with having interest in anything. What am I saying? The CIA will totally throw its hand into it because it's just an excuse to have control of anything. Because that's what the CIA does. It just controls shit. Just for the sake of controlling shit. It's just one of those organizations that's long since expanded against its like mission statement. Research offers a wide range of options to expand and enhance the operations. Gain access to new buildings, building upgrades, new species, and operations improvements. Assign the appropriate scientists to research a new item. Unlock access to the next layer of items.
Lambert here. We could really use an expedition center. Get one built.
Expedition Center.
Okay, Dr. Dua and that guy Finch must be getting pressure from above, because they want more animals rounded up. Check the expedition map, and dispatch a remote capture team to a hotspot. I'll do what I can on my end.
Okay, the good news first. We've been achieving some success with our remote capture teams, which means a steady supply of dinosaurs to our control center. Now that I like. Removing them from possible uncontrolled interaction with the general public is a 100% win in my book. Now to the bad news, which I always hate getting, but honestly, kind of enjoy giving. These animals are arriving with an unknown disease, and we've got to get a handle on it post-haste. That's management speak for PDQ, huh? Pretty damn quick. Dr. Dua?
We can diagnose this disease with scans from our mobile veterinary unit. We'll get it under control before too long.
That's good. Let's get to work.
Right, completion of the live capture expedition. Okay. Ankylosaurus. multiple gates. And we also need enclosure.
Asset being transported.
Okay.
Asset has been delivered. Asset delivery confirmed.
Another ailment. Missing ground fruit? Okay.
You have to understand something. Owen and I signed on to this project because we want what is best for the dinosaurs. Not for them to be exploited or engineered, hacked and spliced and compromised.
They deserve a chance at life as much as any other living creature.
Honestly, perhaps even more, as the miracle of science gave them a second chance.
So, do the research, find the cure, and then let's use it. If the dinosaurs die, again, and listen, that's not going to happen.
Dinosaurs suffering from a disease with an unknown cause. The disease must be treated with an MVU. The researchers are here at the Science Center. Click on this dinosaur to view ailment information, including disease effects and what steps to take next. Why do you have unrest? The ground leaf as well. Okay. Use the MPU to diagnose dinosaur disease using a medical scan. Once identified, research the correct cure for a disease at the Science Center. Once researchers administer the cure with a dart from the MPU. There's ground leaf and... Maybe it's because of the disease is that they're uncomfortable. Yeah, they're probably that way because of how sick they are. I need a lot of it. Oh, it doesn't seem to need us to assign it. Okay. All right. That seems very good.
Dr. Dua, this is Lambert. I've just received word that you'd like us to increase our capture efforts. Can you confirm?
Yes, that's correct. We need to grow this facility, which means we need more animals. It's time to stress test our systems and make sure we're capable of managing both the science and our operations.
Understood. My teams are standing by. We still have a number of dinosaurs in the wild. Plenty of targets to bring in.
Assets. And yes, this will be an ongoing mission for us moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Unlocked. Prevents all future cases of cryptosporidiosis from occurring. Yeah, it's quite a few. Brachiosaurus. That could be useful. Oh, so that's how it works. You basically, you can use it to, like, when you want to research something, you can pin it. That's actually really nice. Each species has a territory type. Check for details in the dinosaur's territory panel. If the territory habitation preferences says it likes another territory type, they can share space without becoming uncomfortable. If one species dislikes another species, it will gain habitation discomfort if the territories overlap. Certain buildings have a number of possible building upgrades that can be applied to improve the performance. Research new building upgrades and the ability to add a second slot. Apply a maximum of 2 upgrades to each building in the upgrade spot under... Doesn't like ankylosaurids or stegosaurids. But it likes ceratopsids and hadrosaurids and sauropods. Also, it hates Therizinosaurus because everyone hates Therizinosaurus. Oh, they're just brushing ends to one another, not interacting. Okay. This guy's pretty well rounded. But he doesn't have enough points, damn it. Gonna have to wait. Damn it, it's blurring again. Okay, so I can at least build more paleo facilities, that's good.
Asset transportation in progress.